back to the fight scene and look. Or it could be somebody with Zion's crew.
I might still have my pictures like in the chamber because I was doing my little theory video.
Oh Lord, y'all go see Moochie's video, please. go subscribe because she keeps something in her chamber, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm just saying that's him. That arm, that's Zion. I know it. I'm going with my gut on this one.
She said it's Zion, and I'm riding with Zion too. But ladies and gentlemen, we have another person joining us for this panel today. Your favorite, and apparently the favorite of the BET Awards, Monique Nicole is in the building. What's up, Monique?
Hi, you guys. Oh my God, I miss you guys so much. Hi, Lamont.
Hi.
I miss y'all.
Well, we're glad to have you back. You just woke up.
Huh?
Yeah,
she's getting her little booty rest.
Oh yeah, Moochie, can you say it correctly? You know it
what
sounds like
say?
I said beauty rest.
No. Moochie at first said,
booty rest. Look, y'all, that's because y'all minds is in the gutter and it stay there.
Oh
no, I'm just gonna say one.
Somebody did say I didn't say booty rest. Honest.
In Atlanta, I am no longer gonna be partying with the Africans because, baby, they want to be out all night.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I ain't a spring chicken no more.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. If you go to Atlanta and you see her out there shaking it fast at 4 a.m, just know she lied. She said, just know she lied. So let us know if y'all catch her out in them Atlanta streets dancing 3 o'clock in the morning, because we're going to get her. This next one will go to you, Monique, and we are talking about predictions for the next episode of Power Book 2 Ghost when it comes back. Take a look at this. We got Diana, and apparently whatever the hell she's doing right here looks very dirty. I have my suspicions with her patent leather coat on. What do you think she's doing in this picture, Monique?
She looks like this is an altercation with somebody, right? Like she, not my little sweet, dirty Diana looking like this. I ain't never seen her look so upset. So, I'm trying to think who would have this like reaction. Who would make her have this reaction? I don't know, y'all, because my memory, I don't remember what the hell happened in the last episode. So
it's all good. Well, you riding with us anyway. We'll let you know. Moochie, what you think, Moochie? Or do you want me to tell you what I think?
I already know what I think. I think me and Lamont is on the same page. That's Celine's place.
Yep, 100%.
She was hiding out, not the one she was hiding out at. The first place she went to,
where Tariq shot up Celine.
Yeah,
she said she done found that body. Found the body.
So you think
she back here to wipe her prints away?
Oh, okay, I'm about to say
exactly. Yep, she's wiping away evidence.
Because look at
that woman.
Look at her attire. She's all black, hair slicked back.
Right.
Looking like she doing. Yeah, now, because the thing is, in my head, I was like, first I was like, okay, she's upset. And I'm like, okay, did she find out about what happened to Salim? But what's she gonna do to Tariq? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know, but I like what you're saying, Mochi. I like what you're saying.
Just like Catwoman. Look at her.
Just like Catwoman.
All I gotta say is she better not get nowhere near open fire. That shit gonna burn up like Aegon the Prince in Game of Thrones, ladies and gentlemen.
Let us have to peel that plastic off of her.
Peel it off of her and the pregnant baby. Y'all post your comments, man. Let us know what you think. Okay. Here's another one. Moochie, I'll give this one to you first. Okay, no. I'm gonna give you the hard one, Moochie. I'm gonna give you the hard
one. Give her the hard one because she be knowing.
Moochie, who is Braden pointing his gun at?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That looked like his old connect.
Huh? The girl?
Look at remember when him and I could be wrong though. I don't know. I could be wrong, but it looked like one of his friends from school. Like
Moochie, you want me to give you some more?
Either they dealing too. Go ahead, give me some more.
I'm gonna give you some more context. So you see this, and then you see that.
Ooh.
Is this Effie that they got the gun on? Is that Effie Moochie?
Because look, if it's her, it's not the same picture. She got her hair.
Exactly. Yeah. That's not Effie. I just did that to play with you a little bit because the hair is totally different. I mean, it could be different episodes, but I think this is the girl he dating right now, possibly.
If it's her and she stole some stuff, then this is not good.
That's what I'm saying. I think she done house some more stuff. She clearly loved that white booger sugar, and I think that she done made him mad. And maybe Tariq is saying, "Look, you need to do something about your girl, B." What do you think, Monique Nicole?
Why'd you have to say it like that, Lamont? You gotta do something about your girl, B. Baby, I don't know because Braden right now is, I don't want to, not a loose cannon. I mean, he's definitely a liability. I think we're all seeing the writings on the wall, right? Our little beloved Braden is becoming a liability. Now, it looks like he doesn't necessarily want to do what he about to do, but you see who's behind him in his ear, Tariq. So Tariq is definitely influencing this act right here. Now, as far as the person, I'm gonna just let y'all rock out with that one. Y'all got a better guess than what I have. But yeah, that's all I got on that one.
Okay. Well, audience, we want to hear from you. Who do you think this is? Is it Braden's new little boo thing, his black boo thing? And Daddy loves him some sugar, some black chocolate, boy. He love it. Can't get enough of it. And now I'll give you the easy one, Monique.
Please, Jesus, please.
What's going on in this conversation between between Meth McLean, who has had a smash session over there with old girl, and Kane and Tariq? What kind of discussions is we having right here? Y'all better stay out of my woman type conversations.
How the hell this is easy? You know how many the possibilities in this scene are endless.
But you only got to pick one.
Oh God, y'all asking for a lot right now.
Of course.
I don't know, but look at Kane's face.
Oh yeah, he mad.
Look at Kane's face. Now, the real question, what the real question is, do we think that Kane knows that Davis McLean tapped that ass?
The way he looking at him, I'm gonna think he do know.
They look at Tariq. Why Tariq look like that?
Because the other thing you could ask yourself in this, Monique Nicole, is does Noma know that Tariq tapped the ass of her daughter?
No. Hey, she definitely don't know.
Mad, though.
Yeah, she looks chill. I don't. Nah, baby. She ain't gonna know that yet. Nah, baby. Everybody's smashing, huh?
What say you, Moochie? What's going on in this conversation? Look like they meeting somewhere underneath a tunnel that leads to a body of water.
Well, Kane looked like he feel like he still got something to prove.
Of course.
So now, if he knows that Noma and Davis McLean smashed, you know he's gonna get jealous. Look how jealous he is of Tariq.
Exactly.
Yep.
And now that Tariq don't want Effie no more, he all up Noma behind.
All up Noma behind, and he must not be doing something right, Moochie, because she sure enough let Davis McLean in there real quick and easy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because he's still, running whenever his mama called.
Moochie. Moochie. Are you saying that Kane is still a mama's boy? Moochie gone. So I'm assuming that might be Mama's
That's
boy calling
heck
Moochie.
yes. That's a yes. That's a yes.
Well then, Monique, you get another hard one.
Mother. All right. Damn.
Sorry about that.
Oh, this. I already know what the butt going on in this thing.
What's going on in this one?
Now, I don't know the specifics, but I know who that person is.
Who is it?
Who is it?
Oh, y'all know I'm not good with names. Pinky. Pinky in the brain.
Yeah, that's Pinky.
Pinky. Bright Eyes done got the drop on Pinky. And Pinky is so solid. We can already R.I.P. Pinky. So this lets us know the lengths that detective, what's his name, y'all? Help.
Carter.
This shows y'all we're not dealing with just a regular detective, right? Because even as annoying as Blanca and all of them were, they still had a line that they wouldn't cross, right? This is going above and beyond. Mm-hmm. This lets us know Carter is a little on the dangerous side, and he is corrupt.
He's been corrupt.
I mean, this level. What my whole point is, there's levels to corruption, right? Everybody's corrupt in some aspect, but
that's a good point.
This is another level. It looks like he's pressing Pinky, and Pinky is staying solid and is not giving up information. So now Carter's going to make an example out of Pinky.
See, that's a good one, Monique. Good one, Moochie. I'll give you the floor, and I'll say this, people. This is why you need to have someone from the LGBTQ plus community in your corner, because they will not snitch on you no matter how much pressure is thrown on them. Get you somebody in that community on your corner and see how they ride or die for you. Take the floor, Moochie.
I want to know how he knows that he's been doing stuff behind scenes. So who is Pinky's contact? Because Pinky seems to know everything too. So who does Pinky know on the inside? And how did Pinky get exposed? Yeah, that's my questions right there.
That's a good question.
Pinky could have got exposed by a camera outside of Salim's house.
This is true because Pinky was sitting there watching that house.
I was gonna say Carter could have been watching, but it does seem like most of the interactions with Pinky and Tariq have been via phone. They did meet up that one time though in the season. That one time they did meet up face to face, but besides that, right, everything has been via phone. So I don't know.
Now, do y'all think Detective Crooked Carter gonna kill him?
Yeah, he's gonna try to get as much information out of him. But you know what's got me thinking now? Remember the first picture you showed with Diana?
Yeah.
Who made her go back to that house? Is it because she went back to the house because she hasn't heard from Salim?
It could be.
Could be.
Now she don't know her mother and Drew is on the inside. I mean, it's working with Carter now.
She don't.
And she's at that house looking like either she's cleaning up that she wasn't there.
Or she found his body, because it would make sense, because remember he told her that his parents were gone for like a month.
2 months. Yeah, 2 months.
So it would make sense
that nobody has come there and found that body.
Exactly. Yeah. So
and Tariq would be that dumb just to leave it there too.
So did.
Unless this is the house that he's inside there doing something. Pinky's inside there doing something. Because remember, he does little odds and ends for Tariq.
For the right price. Yep.
Okay. I like that too. Okay.
Now, before we close the power conversation, Moochie, do you think, or wait a minute, let me say it like this. Is it safe for us to assume that Crooked Carter knows who Zion is and has Zion underneath his thumb too?
I believe so. That's why he steered the investigation the other way when Tate was getting ready to once he knew Tate had somebody from Zion's team snitching. You see, he told him the whole story about the refrigerator, and so he knows that he knows that Tate is on his tail. He knows that Tate don't know for sure if he dirty though. And I don't care what y'all say. I said this in my theory. Tate is there because of his brother. And them green cards. He got to make sure even though he a clean cop, he's still gonna run interference. That's his brother at the end of the day. He's still gonna protect his brother. Oh, he'll tell him how wrong he is, but he won't tell nobody else.
Yeah,
because that's how you do your brother. That's how you do your siblings,
your family, your siblings.
You messing up, you gotta have me cleaning up your mess. It's gonna be something like that they have. Because remember, he always talked to him, but never told on him.
Right. That's true.
That's true.
Well, and I'll give you proof with when he came to the house and that whole incident happened outside his house when Tate went to take the garbage out.
Yep.
He knew all of that was like an underhanded deal, but he supported him.
Yeah, he did.
And he's gonna do it now. So he might beef about it with Tate, but nobody else.
Definitely. Post your comments, crew. Let us know what you think. Links in description. Everybody's channel's in there. Please subscribe, follow. Let us know what you think. We want to hear from you on what's going on in Power. Now we'll move on to something that's kind of a sad story. And if you don't like people that's going to give you real talk around the subject, I think this is probably where you should jump out the Lamont Tyson airplane, put on your parachute. Because now we got to talk about the shooting that happened with the president. And there's a lot of things wrapped up in this shooting situation. And I think one thing that we can all come to an agreement on is exactly what was said post-shooting attempt. Take a look at this.
Donald Trump dodged a bullet, but he's not the only one. America dodged a bullet last night. America dodged a bullet because if that thing had been a quarter inch over, you would have had an assassination. And then I don't know how this country comes back from that, because half the country would have felt that the other half of the country took their leader. And if only a small percentage of those people felt that means we're in a war, you have millions of people ready to shoot back. And so I was proud of Biden. I thought his tone was right. I hope Trump also mentions it. But this is not just yesterday. We've been moving in this direction for a long time, and we need a U-turn.
I'll talk about how you U-turn this foolishness in a minute. But let us talk about things that happened around it. So there was reports that Trump got nicked in the ear. There was reports that the teleprompter got hit and that glass shattered, and that's what caused Trump to bleed. All those different reports. But the report that we know for sure is that this clown shot him. Thomas Matthew, look at that last name, Crooks. What we know about this shooting suspect? Well, I hate to just be the bearer of bad news, but a lot of what we're going to talk about right now is an indictment on the Republican Party. First and foremost, this little boy went to a school where they had sniping as an elective. And then let me get into this.
What?
Thomas Crooks had been carrying ID, so investigators used DNA to identify him. The FBI said he was from Bethel Park, Pennsylvania, about 70 kilometers, 43 miles from the site of the attempted assassination, and graduated in 2022 from Bethel Park High School with a $500 prize for math and science, according to a local paper. Crooks worked in local nursing home kitchen, just short drive away from his home. The BBC understands. State voter records show that he was a registered Republican, according to U.S. media. And they also found in his car loads of bombs and explosives. And this MF had just graduated high school in 22, so he's a young, impressionable person, registered Republican. Their love of guns, their love of violence, and all that stuff that went down. So Monique, Nicole, before we dive any deeper, what do you think about what happened and this particular punk ass shooter?
Okay, very loaded. Okay, what happened was definitely unacceptable. Bottom line, y'all know I do not like orange phase. However, I don't wish, death on people. So I don't want that to happen. And then, not only that, I just know if it happened, I know the ramifications that would have come afterwards. And like, what's his name? Van Lathan said,
Yeah.
I don't know
Van Jones.
Van Jones.
No.
Sorry, I'm mixing up names, y'all. I don't know how we would have come back from that. If that was a successful attempt, I don't know how we would have come back from that. And he was also right. We have been heading towards that territory for a while now. This guy, something is just weird to me about it, because I'm trying to understand, how are you a registered Republican, but you during this time, right? Then you hate Trump, and then you try to take out Trump. Because before Trump took over the US government, in the beginning of his, not even his election, but in the beginning of his, like when he was trying to his campaign, people could be Republicans and then not for Trump, right? I think we all have experienced people who are like, yeah, I'm a Republican, but I'm anti-Trump, right? So that definitely does exist. But I'm sorry, I'm not really a conspiracy person. That's more Moochie. But just there are things surrounding this that are question marks for me. And I'm not gonna lie. I'm so sorry, y'all. I hate to be the conspiracy person. I wasn't really on the bandwagon the first day about it being staged, but as I am reading more, observing more, I don't put much past Trump. I think a lot of his behavior and the people around him behavior that day in that moment is very suspicious. And I will say that. Very suspicious.
Okay. Well, you don't, Monique, you don't have to be a conspiracy theorist to just understand that sometimes things just are not what they appear. And if something feels a little off, that it could possibly be off, which is why we do have a resident conspiracy theorist on this channel. We have Moochie, and we're going to get ready to get her in. But I will say this, Moochie, there was theories flying around that this was staged to try to give Trump a boost, what may have you. But
and what did it do? What did it do, Lamont?
It did.
What's happening with the polls?
It gave him a boost.
Pay attention, y'all. Open your eyes. This is how easy Black people are fooled. Go by the policies, not by the person.
It's not a Black person thing, but go ahead.
Follow the policies and not the person. He keeps lying. Go ahead. Let me finish. Until you tell me, and I'm off.
Okay, it's not just Black people.
Yeah,
there are a lot of people who are extremely uninformed about politics, and they get their politics based on sound bites and don't spend time digging into facts, because a lot of people don't want to be dealing with it, and so they come to their assertions based on clips, sound bites, things of that nature. However, before I give it to Moochie, I will say this: there are a lot of people within the Republican Party who hate Trump, and they see Trump as a runaway train of power. They see Trump as becoming a dictator. So as I kick it to Moochie, I'll say, Moochie, could it not been someone deep in the realms of the Republican Party that hate Trump, that really and truly wanted his butt assassinated so that he doesn't get close to grabbing the kind of power that the Supreme Court has given him? Floor is yours, Moochie.
I would not be surprised by that.
Yeah.
Put y'all conspiracy glasses on. How the heck did they let a pal like this guy that had hammers with nails in it, if y'all know what I'm saying, because this is YouTube.
Yeah.
And a big hammer at that, one that's machine hammer.
Downrange, long range.
Long range, get on a roof, and people's telling Secret Service that is somebody up there, and they ignoring everything. It's somebody that interview with the BBC, because CNN ain't gonna tell you what what other national news is letting people know what's going on. You gotta watch not only news in the United States, you gotta watch other channels too, so you can put and formulate your own opinion. I'm not telling you to follow me. I'm not telling you to you could agree or disagree.
Yeah.
But something ain't right. Something ain't right.
Something ain't right.
They already talking about his driver was told to stop at a costume store and get fake blood. Look, I'm just saying. Look, I'm just saying the driver. So he went a couple of days before this happened. I don't trust it. I don't believe it. Now they trying to spin the narrative saying that this guy was a Democrat, so they could have us all fighting each other instead of paying attention to what's going on. You know how they do distractions to distract us when we focus on other things. Why are we focused on this, and what are they doing now to change the game? They're up in the polls now.
Right.
He was losing, even though they were saying Biden is not fit to run. And I already told y'all this. I feel like they both too old to be in office. So that's why I am saying, look at the policies that people is pushing, and he's acting like he knows nothing about this Project 2025. And Trump has been known to be a liar about stuff. And I'm saying that from New York. That's why they don't want him doing business here, because the way he lies and fabricates things. So, and that's what I'm gonna say with that. I don't know what else you want me to add.
Just a little jokey joke as far as it being staged. People were in the comments saying, "Baby, this is an episode of Scandal. This is Cyrus Bean. This is B613 for the Scandal heads.
The Simpsons, all of that."
Cracking up, and they said B613.
Well, here's the real deal to that. I mean, Trump is coming from a background of entertaining, so it's not hard to make an assertion that this was staged, because this is the same man that has performed in WWE, where we know every damn thing, and that shit is fake.
Exactly.
This is the same guy who was on The Apprentice.
He's a reality TV star.
He's an actor at the end of the day, people. Please don't fall for this. Follow, make sure y'all look into what's going on with 2025, because they really trying to take us back to the past.
They really are.
All you got to do, ladies and gentlemen, all you got to do is just follow the last two videos me and Larry did. We broke down Project 2025. And the very last video me and Larry did on politics, we talked about how Trump is trying to run from Project 2025 and say he's got his own agenda called Agenda 47, when it's nothing more than Project 2025 in 2 or 3 word sentences. That's it. It's the same damn thing. Same exact thing. But I'm glad he did not get killed, because for me, death would be too great of a punishment for Trump. He needs to serve justice while he's living.
Can we also... Oh, go ahead. Finish.
He needs to serve justice. And as Moochie is saying, let us not forget the policy issue. Just because someone tried to kill him does not change his policy stances. And after Monique Nicole speaks, we'll go through some of that. Go ahead, Monique.
I do just want to give a shout out to the Biden administration for how respectful they were, because if the roles were reversed, I don't know if Trump would have been as kind and nice. He made fun of Nancy Pelosi's husband when he was attacked viciously in his home with a hammer. So I just want to give credit to Biden and Kamala, whatever, and the administration for being just stand-up people, because again, I don't think Trump would have given that same grace and respect had it been the other way around.
Which is a perfect segue, Monique, because I was just about to say, ladies and gentlemen, let us not forget This fucker's running around talking about we need to call for unity in the country. When this fucker is the one who's been inciting all the violence. This fucker is the one that said women with abortions, women who get abortions need to be punished. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not forgotten, I don't understand how you get away with trying to say we need to have unity when you have been the one of the main prognosticators in American history of inciting division based on power, privilege, and whiteness. Take a look at this Trump compilation, ladies and gentlemen, so that you can have your memory refreshed of what the things this man has said and done.
To call John McCain a loser because he was a...
I never called him. No, I don't call him.
That is outrageous. He's an American hero.
I don't like losers. But Frank, let me get to it. He hit me. He's not a war hero. He's a war hero. He's a war hero. 5.5 years. He's a war hero because he was captured. I like people that weren't captured, okay? I hate to tell you. I have such respect for women. I cherish women.
You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account...
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
Do you believe in punishment for abortion? Yes or no, as a principle?
The answer is that there has to be some form of punishment.
For the woman?
Yeah, there has to be some form.
Throw him the hell out of here. Am I allowed to rip that whistle out of the mouth? I'd rip that. Go home to mommy. I love the old days. You know what they used to do to guys like that when they were in a place like this? They'd be carried out on a stretcher, folks. I don't throw babies out, believe me. I love babies. Actually, I was only kidding. You can get the baby out of here. He referred to my hands. If they're small, something else must be small. I guarantee you there's no problem. I guarantee it. All right. Did you see where Biden wants to take me to the back of the barn? Me. He wants it. I'd love that. I'd love that.
President, do you still think there were very fine people on both sides in Charlotte?
Oh, I've answered that question, and if you look at what I said, you will see that that question was answered perfectly. And I was talking about people that went because they felt very strongly about the monument to Robert E. Lee, a great general, whether you like it or not.
So, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, there was some other stuff I didn't put in there. When him talking about shooting his mama on Fifth Avenue, and that was something where he was talking about punching somebody in the face. I mean, I could have done a 9-hour compilation that
but
he
Lamont,
has said.
How do I say this? If there is a percentage of Republicans who are against Trump, how did they let it get this far? Because the writings were on the wall when he did his campaign, when he was doing his campaign run 2015, 2016, half these comments were already made. I'm just trying to figure out, how did they let it get to this point? How did they let it get this far?
I mean, there's a bunch of simple answers to that. Number one, the underground swell of racism, elitism, and all those things was already turned up to a 10 from the TV pundits and the radio pundits, Rush Limbaugh, Sean Hannity. All those people had already had this stuff on a 10, but they never had someone that they could rally behind and believe in. That's one issue. The second issue is that they probably thought that he would go away and that he would lose to Hillary anyway. So they made a bad calculation. That's number two. And number three, they probably also thought that when he got in office, that all that rhetoric and the behavior that got him in office would change and he'd become more presidential. He didn't do none of that shit. He got worse. And if you don't think that now the Supreme Court told him he has immunity, and then just today, that bitch ass judge in Florida, Elaine Cannon, just said that the whole documents case with the appointed attorney, with him taking those documents to his house in Mar-a-Lago, just throw the whole thing out the damn window.
I don't understand. How is he not charged with espionage? If this was Obama, had him under the jail.
Under the jail.
He could not get away with anything.
Under it. Under
They
it. And then
if
anything he
Obama
tried to
blinked
do, they
on,
stopped it.
right.
baby.
And another reason why I don't think Trump, well, it could have been Trump, but if that blood that was on Trump was real, I can tell y'all right now, Trump is a pussy. Trump don't want to be near death. So that's what makes me think another Republican possibly staged this to really take him out. But if this was an inside the beltway with Trump's team to increase his polls, it's awfully funny to me that if you go back and listen on some of these clips, when the thing happened, Trump is heard saying, when they trying to get his ass off the stage, which feeds conspiracy theory, he's saying, "Let me get my shoes." What?
Yeah, I heard
What?
I wasn't sure how accurate that was, but
if look, Monique, if somebody shoots at you,
yes,
are you going to be trying to get off the stage quickly? Go get your damn fake ass Stacey Adams off.
No, that's my issue. Is the whole thing him being like fight, and then when they trying to get him into the car, he want to stick his head out like he want. I just, like you said, he a punk. He can't bust a grape. So for him to act so like bold, like he really about that life, is really some. I just have a question mark. His whole demeanor, I have a question mark. The way the Secret Service handled it, it felt very amateur to me.
Mm-hmm.
It just felt weird.
Say something, Moochie, because we're going to talk about the Secret Service and women one more time, because women, they're attacking y'all. And this Trump administration and that Project 2025, they don't care nothing about you females, because they see y'all as the most dangerous thing on earth. And as I've always said,
especially the black female, they want to get her out of those rooms.
Moochie, can I finish my point, Moochie?
Let him finish.
Can I finish my point, Moochie? As I have always contended, the most dangerous species ever created in the history of Earth is the Black American woman. Now the floor is yours, Moochie.
It's true. They trying to take them out of the you see how I'm gonna tell you, they're trying to get her out of there because she's like letting them know, reminding them each step of the way of the underhandedness that they're doing. They're trying to take us out of boardrooms and all of those high spaces that we have come in because they didn't want the black man there. The black woman has the education to be there. The black woman can talk that talk to be there.
Mm-hmm.
And the black woman is just awesome with her with her mouthpiece. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. It is what it is. I didn't mean to cut you off. I thought when you spoke to me, you was telling me to get ready to speak. I apologize.
Oh no, you good. You good. I mean, all those things you said, and on top of that, women are just as smart as men. Women can do just about all things men can do. But on top of that, women have something that men can't do to a straight male: tantalize their asses.
Mm-hmm.
Have influence to tantalize them asses, and men can't do that, which all is fearful to the shrinking majority of the white Anglo-Saxon male. And ladies, if you don't believe there's an attack, let me read something to y'all real quick. Take a look at this. No, I'm gonna save that one for last. Take a look at this one first. Punk ass Dinesh D'Souza, registered Republican. He writes scripts that are Republican based, said this: watch these female agents who have no clue what to do or what they are doing. The Secret Service has been trying to raise the number of its female recruits to meet a 30% goal. This is DEI. Next, we got this punk, Matt Walsh. There should not be any women in the Secret Service. These are supposed to be the very best, and none of the very best at the job are women.
And what does Matt Walsh do? He's just a blogger, right?
You tell him.
He's just a blogger, right? I would like him to get in the room with two of them Secret Service, and I bet you they bust his behind with some hand-to-hand combat.
It ain't even got to be two of them.
No, it could be one of them.
if we being 100 about it, ain't even got to be two of them. Now people, especially minorities and women, they have tried to corrupt the term DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Jesus Lord.
As if they don't know the history of this country and why we have that in place. No matter what job or organization, and we'll just use the Secret Service for an example, they have strict protocols you have to meet for intelligence, for physical demand, for sharpshooting that don't change because you're a woman.
Right.
These standards were set for men, and women are coming in doing these things and exceeding them. And now you're trying to say that women are a DEI hire? The fuck out of here, man. And as me being someone who supports all people, especially our women, why would you vote for this? You know, I don't give a damn he got shot at. Doesn't change nothing. He survived. The fucker is tweeting, talking about unity, but he's not acting like unity.
You don't
Floor
want
is yours, Monique. Floor is yours, Monique. And then we'll go on to the last subject. Sorry I ranted, but I get bothered by this stuff, ladies.
And please rant on, because you know you're speaking nothing but facts, and I don't really have much to say because you said everything that I felt. I just I don't know. I don't know what to say because, like everything else, I feel like they're trying to take us back to the Stone Ages. And one thing that's always been true is white men in America, especially from, you know, who have the certain mindset, have always felt like women are underneath them, below them, right? Inferior to them. So it's not surprising that they're trying to do that. They're trying to take away our rights. They're trying to take our reproductive rights. They're trying to, when it comes to Black Americans, you want to take away our history. You don't want to teach. I don't even know if they're even teaching Black history anymore in these. It's just, y'all, they're trying to take us back. And it breaks my heart because it's like every single thing that Obama tried to do to make this country better has just like been ripped away. Like everything he was implementing, all the things, even down to the climate change. And I know everybody controversy behind that, even though I don't know why we're arguing about science, but it's just, it's when you look back, right, at the last 10 years, it's hurtful. It's sad. It's so sad. I felt like we were progressing and we took 100 steps back, and I don't know if we will ever be able to bounce back from this. I do feel like sometimes when a certain amount of damage is done, things will never be the same, you know?
Wow. What you got to say, Moochie, before I give my closing remarks on this subject?
I feel like this man has caused nothing but division in our country. It brought all of the people that usually hide their stuff to the forefront. And he let us know that, oh my God, I gotta go. I'm not
okay.
I can't today.
Okay. All right, Moochie. Well, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, Dad.
Mute her.
Oh, Jesus.
We bid the Moochie a farewell, ladies and gentlemen. And while we bidding her the farewell, I'll close this thing out like this, Monique Nicole. When we talk about what can unify a nation, because that's going to be his new topic at this Republican convention this week, instead of talking about Biden as unity. He is not the face of unity, because when you look at what's going on with him, when people outside America look at us, when they think of people like Trump, and Trump in particular, they think of white male injustice. That's what they think of. He's the face of that. If you want real unity, you need to talk about how we can fix the social inequalities that happen in America, starting with the justice system, starting with income, starting with the things the government can do for the people. Kennedy once said, ask not what the country can do for you, but what you can do for the country. It's time to flip that shit, ladies and gentlemen. Ask, what can your country do for you as they tax you right out of your damn house and home? What can you do with our tax money to benefit us if you really want to bring unity to this country?
But see, even that statement, what the country can do for you, it doesn't work in today's time because everyone has different morals, values, integrity, wants, needs. You get what I'm saying? Like that, it's just people.
Monique, it works. It works because even though everybody has different morals, different values, different integrities, the foundations of what every person needs don't change. Health care. I don't care what your morals are. You need cogent health care. We need to be doing more to take care of our people. We need to go further than what Obamacare did. That's number one. Food, security, and access to becoming middle class or better. How do you do those things? Education. I don't care what people say. And education, ladies and gentlemen, doesn't have to be school. It can be apprenticeship programs to learn how to be an electrician. It can be apprenticeship programs to be a barber. Things that can allow people to take care of themselves. No one can debate those things.
No.
Grants for business.
But what you just said, Lamont, logical, reasonable people like you and I, everything you just said, spot on. Right. We have a large percentage of people in the country who don't give a damn about what you just said. So that's what I'm trying to say. There are a percentage of people who don't care about that. So they're not going to vote for that. They're not going to see the bigger picture. They're not thinking about the greater good.
Which is why, which is why I said you have to have justice, because if you have people who are not thinking about that want to go to rallies and shoot up people, they need to be met with swift and hard justice. And even before you do something that dastardly, these dudes that be doing white collar crime, that be getting slaps on the wrist, their asses need to be in jail under the bus the rest of their life. We're not doing enough things that the government and local municipalities could be doing to shore up unity. Because I want you to think about this, Monique. What do the Republicans love to do to gin up voters? Fear. And what are some of the highlights of fear? They talk about the border, and they only talk about one border. They don't talk about the northern border. They talk about the one where the brown folks come from. Border security. Next one they talk about is crime rate. Okay, they never talk about what can rich people do to help people on the bottom climb that ladder to get to the top.
Yeah.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, having said those things, post your comments, let us know what you think. Make sure you go vote blue. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not even gonna do this dance of, just vote. I'm not doing that shit. Make sure you go vote blue if you care about anything I just said.
About democracy.
Especially democracy. Yes, because the Republican Party, the ones who are following Trump, have shown you they don't care about that at all. Don't care. And ladies and gentlemen, coming back to talk about the last subject, Moochie's back. Okay, well, she's halfway back. She's on mute. So, Monique, you've been starting your journey trying to follow Marvel. Is that correct?
I have not started. It is still a hope and a dream.
Oh, well, hopes and dreams can get answered with the right team. They can. And take a look at this. The Captain America, we got you. Captain America 4 trailer drop. And it was for comic people and people of movies, it was big time. And we're going to talk about some of the big things that happened. I'll connect some dots for everybody that is watching. Take a look at this.
Wilson. Thanks for coming in.
Well, thank you for the invite, sir. I have to admit, I'm still getting used to the new look.
They said lose the mustache or lose the election. You and I haven't always agreed in the past, but I want to make another run at making Captain America an official military position.
And if we disagree on how to manage a situation, then what happens?
Work with me, Sam. We'll show the world a better way forward.
Sir, your inner circle's been compromised. Either you can't see that, or you don't want to. What if it's a trap?
Global power is shifting. You're just a pawn. You may be Captain America, but you're not Steve Rogers.
You're right. I'm not.
Oh shit!
Well,
Lord have mercy.
look.
I'm about to see that
Lord have
opening weekend.
Lord
Okay,
have mercy.
Lamont, I gotta ask you.
Yeah.
Was it better that they did the rewrite?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, that's
Oh,
what I'm
yeah.
gonna say. Look, me
Definitely.
and you know, I try
Yeah.
low key with it, but you know.
Oh yeah, definitely. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we talk about conspiracies, espionage in our real government, that's what you have right here in the world of Captain America: Brave New World Part 4.
Hold on, they shot the whole. I'm sorry, we're in July. They're gonna release that in February.
Yeah.
That was a very extensive trailer. That to me, that type of trailer is like the trailer they released like a couple months before. Damn. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better.
That was a very extensive trailer. I can't. That's crazy. That's crazy. That looks good. That looks excellent.
Now, if you're wondering what's going on, like what could be a plot here, so what we have here is Harrison Ford. He's playing a character called Thunderbolt Ross. And Thunderbolt Ross was in the last Avengers film where he wanted the superheroes to sign a pact basically saying they work for the government. And you had some heroes who were for it, like Tony Stark, and the rest, Captain America wasn't for it. So apparently after the events of the snap, we've come back together and Ross has now decided, look, let's try this thing again. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, I'm going to give you a synopsis. If you don't want a synopsis, you might as well turn this shit off right now because I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Thunderbolt Ross does not trust the world having all these superpower folks running around here. And so what he's going to wind up doing is secretly enlist the leader, which is this guy. And the leader is a known primary adversary of the Incredible Hulk. Now, the thing about the leader, you can't tell that he's got a big ass head because he's got his hat on, but he does. And what Thunderbolt Ross had him do, put a testing lab right underneath the White House where the leader was testing his experiments all on Ross to enhance his abilities. And when the people and other heroes like Sam Wilson decided they didn't want to join this little funky ass government superheroes team, Thunderbolt Ross decided, I'm going to force the hand. So somehow or another, the very first super soldier, Isaiah Bradley, who was in the Falcon Winter Soldier series on Disney Plus, is beating up people and takes a shot at the president. Ladies and gentlemen, he's a super soldier. He took a shot at the president, which now gives the president cover to say he needs to put his plan in place. And you heard throughout the trailer Sam Wilson say, President, your team has been infiltrated. Ross wasn't trying to hear that shit. And so I think what happens is Sam goes out trying to figure out who's setting up Isaiah, who's controlling Isaiah, which leads us to first seeing our boy Giancarlo Esposito as a character from the comics called G.W. Bridge, who was at one point in time working with S.H.I.E.L.D. and also at one point in time on X-Force. And here's another look at Giancarlo. So what I'm thinking Giancarlo is he's a secret assassin working with the government,
Mm-hmm.
probably not knowing what Ross's ultimate plan is, but just trying to do what he needs to do. And so all that leads to one giant reveal. Did y'all catch that we've got a Wakandan up in this piece?
Mm-hmm.
Working with a Black Widow up in this piece? Oh, yeah. Because how did I figure that was going on? Because if you take a look at Falcon's new wings, ladies and gentlemen, that is all vibranium. Vibranium. And the only place you can get vibranium is from Wakanda. So we might see Shuri pop up in this thing too. We might see Shuri. But ladies and gentlemen, he's going to need all that shit. And let me show you why. Because something that's breaking out of this White House is the fucking Red Hulk. Thunderbolt Ross turns into the Red Hulk, catches the shield, and throws it right beside his super professionally enhanced calves to tell Captain America, bruh, this ain't going down this way. Moochie, now that I've given you what's going to happen, talk to him about how you feeling about this trailer and this movie.
I'm excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see how this plan plays out. I'm glad we're seeing the sister from Wakanda in it. Dinah, I forgot her name. Well, you know she plays Michonne in The Walking Dead. So if you a fan of The Walking Dead, you know you're gonna love this lady.
Her name's Okoye. Her name's Okoye in Marvel.
Yeah, Okoye. I know her real name is Dinah something. I forgot how to pronounce her last name though.
Right.
But
y'all know
they said that the rewrite, they brought back the people that made Marvel what it is. Those two years. So I hope we are going to see some good stuff, because the last couple of projects that Marvel has put out, it's been kind of So you know.
It was a little.
Oh Lord. Jump on in, Monique Nicole, before we get out of here. What do you think? What are your thoughts on the way the trailer looked?
I already said it, baby. I'm seeing it opening weekend, baby. I'm gonna buy my ticket in advance. This look, I'm telling you, like, I'm excited. I'm not even like a super duper Marvel head like y'all, but I like Marvel films. So this right here, this is the level of Marvel films that I like. This is the quality. Like this is what I want to see. So I'm excited. And again, like I said, I'm trying to figure out how much more did they shoot everything as far as the film, because this was a very extensive trailer for it to just be July. They're dropping this. It's not coming out until February. I'm like, well, damn, how much more y'all got to shoot, if anything at all? But I'm very excited. I think this is going to be excellent. I think the writing will be good. I think the numbers are going to be great in the box office. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. And shout out to this brother. We've seen him. Iconic.
Oh yeah.
Y'all know.
My God.
I don't know nobody's name, child, but I know
Giancarlo Esposito.
He looks good for his age. He's still doing his big thing in an action film. I know that's right, brother.
He got his own action series, mama.
Well,
Parish, check it out.
Unbelievable.
He looks
unbelievable.
He looks amazing.
Unbelievable. Not to mention the Celestial that fell to Earth in one of their previous movies is still there, and it looks like people are inside that thing fighting for resources. Dare I say, some people are saying that's how we're going to bring in adamantium, the stuff that's in Wolverine's bones from this Celestial. So we'll have two secret metals that came from space. The one the Wakandans had with vibranium, and now this celestial metal that's probably going to be adamantium. So, wow. Post your comments, y'all. Let us know what you think. I'm going to be there day one. Of course, I'll do some reviews, have this thing kicking. But now, ladies and gentlemen, we turn to the portion of the show where we read what you guys leave us in super chats. And let us start with this one first. All Tariq had to do was stay his little ass out the drug game and finish college and inherit his father's wealth and properties. Now look at him.
Exactly.
Shout out to Son is Hot Ra. coming from the UK. I appreciate you, my brother. Always sticking with me. Yeah, we all agree on that.
Agree. Goofy ass.
And yeah, we all agree on that. Then the big homie DeMarcus Vaughn comes through. $5. Appreciate you, brother. He says Zion is choking out Tariq because Zion found out that Tariq is working with Noma. Tariq could stab Zion with a piece of glass, like Ghost did Kanan. What say you, Moochie?
That's possible.
It's possible.
But I still feel like Tariq needs to learn how to fight. He has not learned how to throw them hands yet.
Moochie, it's done. It's a wrap. Tariq ain't learned how to fight. This is the last season. Ain't no more fighting coming out of
done
Tariq.
with him, right?
Yeah, he's done. He's done. And then my big homie Sun Ra comes back and says Diana might miscarriage. Probably why we saw Tariq and Zion go at the cause. He might have caused it out of retaliation for Kane's little stunt. Oh, so he's trying to say that Zion might found out somehow, some way that Diane is pregnant and maybe go and, as Moochie would say, push her down some stairs, or he might have went and just punched her in the gut.
Look, I said the stairs thing earlier. Like, you know, they used to do that in soap operas all the time. You might see something like that. Like come on.
They did.
She really being nosy. They just gonna probably shove her down a flight of stairs.
Yeah,
they might have
just
school.
Could be. Then we got the big homie. Sir Ricky TGZ says the elections this year depend solely on the people. They do every year, my brother. They do. At the end of the day, will there be enough votes to protect our country from a dictator?
From this dictator.
Yeah, because there are several out there that would love to be dictators in the Republican Party. Trust me. I hope so. I hope so, Sir Ricky. I hope so. The issue that Democrats face is that, let's say that they do win and gain power. They have got to get to work on shoring up all the things that cause the minority to voice their opinions over the majority. And you might say, well, Mont, what the hell do you mean by that? Well, let me start out. For one, you got to expand that Supreme Court. Then put some law in place to lock it down so nobody else can do it. Because right now, democracy is being railroaded by the Supreme Court. You got to put some laws in place so that people not sitting their ass on that court forever. You got to do all that. Then you have got to do something about the representation of flyover country. And I'm sorry y'all hate to hear this, flyover country, but you just do. There is no reason that Iowa, a state that has literally maybe 1 million people, should have 2 senators in the same way New York does. A state that has millions. That's baloney. And they try to offset that by having the House of Representatives. But at the end of the day, the Senate has too much power. We're stuck, number one, with the Supreme Court we have because Mitch McConnell would not call to a vote Barack Obama's choice as Supreme Court justice. So if we're going to give the Senate that much power, we cannot allow the Senate to have that much power and they're only representing a minority of people. We can't do that. Across the board, America is progressive. But when it comes to policy, it doesn't look that way because of the crazy stuff we have in place, which also includes that damn electoral college shit. We've got to do something about that too.
That's been flawed for quite some time.
It has, definitely. Last but not least, big homie DeMarcus Vaughn coming through with another $5. He says, do y'all wish Donald Trump would have been president for 8 years straight and this madness would be over? And the answer to that is absolutely not. Hell no. And the madness, honestly, is not Donald Trump per se. It is, but the honest to goodness madness is the people that vote for him. That's the madness. And whether Trump got in office or not, those people would still exist. And until the right things come that dissuade them or persuade them to make better choices, we're going to be stuck with MAGism, KKA-ism, racism, people who want to destroy DEI. Like Elon Musk makes me ashamed to drive a Tesla. He does. He does.
Wow.
A Tesla works for my situation. But when I bought my Teslas, he wasn't talking this bull job he's talking
Right.
now.
It wasn't.
But now that he's the richest man in the world, all of a sudden the man got hair, the man got perfect teeth, and he can't shut his ass up and do his job. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm asking you, vote blue. Do not let this country become a runaway dictatorship, a plutocracy. And if you don't know what plutocracy means, that's a country ran by the rich people. We're halfway there already.
Yep.
Damn.
If only we can get enough people that they have done such a good job in convincing people to vote against their own interests that we've let the party for the rich run away with everything. So, ladies and gentlemen, my cry to you is take your power back. Vote blue. Having said that, we out of here. I should be back tomorrow. I don't know what I'm talking about just yet, but I'll have a nice panel up here. We'll talk some stuff. And until that next Sex is Hell video, we out. That's a good